your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
Throwing, Young. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is it still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys beyond that circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Hey, go period.
On 3rd down, Higgins. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
10 cycles.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now here's Young. Throw caught by Flowers. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Up the middle they go. Higgins. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Makes the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Looking to put a drive together. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. A give to Barkley out of the gun. A beautiful fake. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. yards there, just like last play.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drive. It's still a trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to take that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my agent.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for the Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Chiefs able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Start out on the ground with Saquon Barkley. He's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second down is Barkley again. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Out of the gun now on third down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Milton Williams coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
career's more at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Blue 32, Green Jack.
Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cohen. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On the double. Set, cut. Red 38. Black Ultra. Right, white. Cut.
Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set, ready. 33, yellow. Set,
Young to throw it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow.
52, blue.
You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Set,
They'll try the left side. Sykes. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
52, black. Black, 95. Red, yellow. Set.
Young now from the 50. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
On now to punt, Brad Robbins.
And this one's high, but not very far. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Got a man and he hits it in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find the hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine and took it to the yard.
That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Following the interception, Young.
He's got room past the 30. And he's all the way across the 50 before he's finally pushed out of bounds.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll set up a throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Red, cycle. Down. 43 rail. Yellow. Red. Yellow. Slide through. Set.
Here's Young. Completes it to Douglas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
Black Ultra. Set, cut. Fight, 60, 33. Pause, red. Ready, ready.
Young. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, put a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll run on first down. Wiggins. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, Young. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Chiefs 24, Broncos 3.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. They'll look to throw. Gets this to Saquon Barkley into the backfield. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another Broncos first down. A gain of 14. First down, Broncos.
Running left, it's Barkley.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Barkley, inside handoff. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up
In motion,
for the
Hill.
two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
About set to begin this drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy in the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. 60 red.
Now Yelling. Right into the hands of Flowers. 7 yards there on the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go.
Now Young. And the Broncos get there and take him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Young is set to throw. as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. Taking it about the 16.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to give a loss of 4.
So still 14 yards to go, second down.
Now back to throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. They took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy up there when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback.
Oh, my.
Into an incompletion.
He'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, out of danger, and up past the 40 now for first and 10. Back to throw again. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That's how you got to try to really lift how the guy can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there, and now win. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Set back at about the 43-yard line. Max Crosby in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. The play fake, he'll look to throw. Look in the middle of the field, he's got him there complete. And the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here compared to his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game down 2 scores, you'll have to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective game nonetheless.
And Young's going to throw it here. Now he's going to step up and run. Here's Higgins on the right side. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. As they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Throwing, Young. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds. Nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
They got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now here's Young. And his throw here is incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a punt, but instead is not harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
45.
Young working out of the gun. And he is caught. Still going inside the 20. And just set a touchdown. Big play there. 68 yards. And the Chiefs are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth-quarter lead. The Young's going to throw for this. It's complete. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. At the line, ready to go. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. And they have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.